Wow! Hello, everybody. We have 167 women sign up for this class. Yay! Oh my goodness. And let's see how many. Right now, we have 51 cameras live. And people from all over the planet. Again, this class is being translated right now into English. In my head into English, and in other people's head into Spanish and Russian languages. I'm so excited to be with all of you today that if there's any, electromagnetic glitch, it's my excitement. So I apologize beforehand. So can you see me and hear me well? Yeah, my friends are here. Kiara, I see Beth, Erica, Pilar. Yay! I don't know why it took us long time to offer and gather only with women, but it doesn't matter. The moment is today, and I'm so excited about this opportunity, and I'm very thankful for each of you that you are taking the time away from your families right now to do something for you. So thank you. I want to start with I created a PowerPoint presentation to guide us through the theme of class for today. And you can move it, you can choose on the right side, on the right upper corner of your window, you have different options of how to view, if you want to see the speaker, if you want to see the group. So it says gallery view at the top. And then you have, as we can all hear someone talking, you have the option at any time you can unmute yourself and ask me a question, which this is so wonderful that we can all talk and see each other in camera, much better than just sending a text. We can really feel and see each other, for the reason I love this platform. So that is a picture of me. I think it's my healthy narcissism. I am recovered narcissist, as someone said, a joke. But I want to present myself, by the way. My name is Erin Alexander. There are many new people in these groups. For that reason, I want to give you some background of what I have been doing in this planet for the last 50 years of my life. For 35 years, I've been teaching movements for consciousness and well-being. I have a master's degree in kinesiology from the University of California and a master's degree in spiritual psychology. So mind and body, I've been studying, and I'm still in the process of getting to know and understand the connections between mind and body. And I have different certifications in somatic education, which is the study of the self, of our consciousness in movement. And one certification is in the Feldenkrais method, which is a beautiful work that help us rewire the way we move to heal truly chronic pain issues and other issues. And I'm the founder of Being Energy and the Energy Life Sciences Institute. Being Energy is this program that I created with Miles, and now we have the collaboration of many amazing teachers and people from all over the world. It's open to all public. We integrate movement, visualization, and complementary medicine to empower you well and to prevent illness. At the root of our services is the understanding that you are energy first. This energetic perspective expands the resources and possibilities for healing, growth, and fulfillment. Our programs at the Energy Life Science Institute encompass the years that I spent and Miles spent training with Carlos Castaneda, which was our teacher and mentor in the area of shamanism, and as well my 35 years of teaching experience around the world. So, why women classes? If you think about it, and I want you to think with me, why is it important for us to come together? And why is it that it feels so good sometimes to gather, or most times, to gather with other women? Here I put some ideas. For example, women today have entered a new phase in the world, or vice versa. The world finally has entered into a new phase of understanding that women have the same rights that men for education, for fulfillment, in the politics arena, in the society. Women are wired differently. Our brains are differently. We have a different anatomy and biology than men. And for that, certain issues should be best treated and processed in a women's group separately. When women come together with each other, our hormonal levels shift. Right now, if we have someone measuring our blood, our oxytocin level is increasing, even when we are online, and our well-being increase. Let me, hold on, pause 1 second. I'm going to put someone in mute because I can hear the breathing. There we go. And you didn't do anything wrong, don't worry. Oh, let me take out this. Here we go. Women process information in both hemispheres of the brain. You know, any decisions that we make, the studies done in the human brain in women, when we process and think, both sides of the brain are fired. When men think, only one side, the left side of the brain, is fired, mostly. So it's a different way of processing information. And women in general, and maybe I'm speaking just for myself and some of my friends here, but don't we overextend ourselves to take care of our families, work, and community? We do a lot because, and you know why we do a lot? Because we can. We do have that immense ability to multitask. We can do it. But we need to balance that with a lot of sleep and a lot of self-care. So this is why these classes. To finish this slide, women report the greatest level of exhaustion in surveys. Happy women means happy families and happy world. So that is a silly phrase maybe, but as you know, for those of you leaders of your families, when we are happy, everything around in the family, the husband, the kids, everything flows differently. Isn't that true? See, Kalista and Kiara are saying yes. Yes. Anastasia in Moscow says yes too. So you see, it doesn't matter where we are from, Argentina, Russia, we all agree on these women issues. So core, so why I chose to call these classes the core. What does it mean, our core? Core from Latin, C-O-R, means the heart, the center of inmost part of anything. The human heart, however, is not at the center, at the core of the body, it's a little bit higher. So what is the core? So I divided in 3 different levels just for us to understand it. Like at the physical level, at the structural level, the core are all those deep muscles of the body that are the stabilizing deepest muscles of the trunk, like the psoas, the quadratus lumboreus, the iliacus. These muscles help the pelvis and the spine to keep the integrity and fluidity in movement. And we will, through our movements, we will address those. We want those to work and move with fluidity. But core also at the physical level, at the organ level, refers to the womb. And this is what is so different from men, because men don't have a womb. For that reason, you don't see online when you Google it, I haven't found anyone that ever told me that my core is my womb, except Carlos Castaneda. He was the only person. So that is very interesting. At the emotional level, my core, it is my heart. My heart meaning my emotions, how I process my feelings. But also we can process information with the womb. And this is what this class, this free intro class, I wanted to be about that, because it's an information. You can Google exercises for your core and you have all the apps. But if you won't find this anywhere. For that reason, I want to share this important information with you. And at the mental level is the deep creative thinking and knowing of who you are really. At the spiritual level is perceiving energy. This is what the shamans talk about, perceiving energy as it flows in the universe. So the shamanistic perspective of the womb, the primary function is reproduction, and many of us here, we are all mothers, so we know very much about the beauty and the amazingness and the love and the life-changing experience of giving birth. And if you have not had babies, it's fine. You have also used the primary function for creating project, creating a home, creating a relationship, creating a job. It's an energy that flows in this area of the body. The secondary function of the womb, the shamans says, is evolution. So what is evolution? It's such a big word, at least for me. They talk about the liberation of the womb, awakening the womb capacity to process direct knowledge. So this organ of the body can process direct information without going through the rational mind. It's like a brain, but instead of processing information, you just know it directly. And I think many of you have example of this, like, oh, I feel someone is calling me, and oh, yes, it's this person, or oh, I feel my child may need food, or I feel all those feelings from the shamanistic perspective, they come truly from the guts, from your womb area. Direct knowledge means apprehending information and interpreting information directly without the thinking process, and to be the liberty conscious of our ability to process knowledge and evolve. So the liberation of the womb, I would like to set for all of us an intention and then start practicing movements for awakening this ability. But let me ask some of you, by the way, let me pause 1 second the slide and gallery view. Have you ever heard, besides those of you that know about Castaneda or read the book, have you ever heard about the womb like an organ outside this lineage or this philosophy? No, right? No one teaches that, because we know, for example, that the heart, there's so much research done in the heart. It's a brain, it has an electromagnetic field, it perceives and processes information. Then we know about the guts, that is another brain with all the bacteria, that it has its own life and own processes. But why no one ever had mentioned about the womb? That is also has, like the heart or like the intestines, its own way of processing. It's a very important area of the body. So for that, let's do these exercises together. which addresses the core muscles and the womb as an organ. So let's have an intention. If you guys, for example, here I put liberating my womb or the womb to perceive knowledge directly, or your intention can be just to feel a little better today because you woke up too tired. What intention would you like to establish? Close your eyes for a minute and just think about it. What do I really, really need today? Today's Saturday, July 7. And once you have an answer to that, set it as an intention. My intention is to gather energy and feel more energetic. My intention is to learn more about my womb, this organ in my body, and know its functions. Or my intention is to perceive knowledge directly. Whatever is it. You can write it down if you want, so you don't forget. You do have it? An intention? Yes? Goody. So we are going to do two types of exercises. Energy exercises to strengthening and address the core with the feet, the legs, the belly, the pelvis. We will use the whole body in Los Angeles. And then we will sit down in the chair and so we will do energy breath. I will keep the chair next to you just in case you want to hold on to it. Here we go. Okay. And find the feet parallel and hands on your waist. And slowly go on your toes and feel the big toe and the second toe. And a little curl a little bit your spine, your lower back, so your belly bottom goes inside, right? A little forward. Instead of being here, so this will be exaggeration of the opposite. We just want to go inside, a little more relaxed. And it's okay that the arms, they come in front of the body. And it's like if we are running in place. Let's do 20, just to warm up the legs. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. Continue. 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20. So again, my belly, my lower back, and see how this can come in without tucking in the pelvis. The pelvis is loose, but there's some sense of some tone, little tone here, muscle tone. Then from there, let's just scoop up some energy by the way that we are there and address. So here we are working with the inner groin muscles and scooping up. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. And bring the arms in front of you. 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. And now to the chest. So again, I'm engaging my belly, and 1, and lengthening the back. 2, like I'm a little crouch forward. 3, like a fighter. 4, 4. Let's do the elbows to the knees. 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Let's do 10 more. 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19, 20, and 20. Inhale up with both arms. Exhale. Bend the knees slightly. Inhale up, open the chest. Exhale. One more time. So rotate the arms out. Inhale. Now, separate the legs a little more. Bend the knees. And as you do, see if you can feel that these muscles of the glutes and the back of the legs, they're a little bit engaged, like a little bit of muscle, so they are not completely, they're sagging. Because if they're sagging, then your lower back is doing the work of keeping you upright. So we want to give that to this area, the support of the legs. So if these guys, you do like a little movement of a tiny contraction here, tiny, not too much, not tucking too much the pelvis in, but a tiny contraction. Then we can release the belly and the lower back and open the chest above the head and down. Just see if you can grab something above the head and bring it to the down to the side. Up and down. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and 5, 5. The other side. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Think on the back of the muscles, the back of the leg muscles. 5 and 5. And now we are open both arms. 1 and close to the sides. 2 and 2. Just to feel the shoulder blades coming together. 3, 3, 4, 4. And the palms goes up. 5, 5. And now in diagonal. 1, 1, and shift. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and one more. 5, 5. And again, inhale and exhale. Just a little of movement there to start warming up the body and sending the connection that all the movements, they come from here. This is the center. So, with the chair, let's see if you can see me. There. Let's do first, let's finish with the feet movements first with the chair. So let's find like a little first position with the heels together, the toes apart. Doesn't have to be like a huge first, but just slightly apart the toes. And press the heel together. And when you press your heel together, you feel all these muscles that they start hanging after a certain moment in our lives. All these engage here. You even touch them. You see, just by pressing on the heels, this gets engaged. And if this gets engaged, this is engaged. You see? And again, the lower back there is just happy. It's not grabbing you for dear life so you won't fall. These guys, it should do that for you. And now, holding onto the chair so we don't fall, just come on your big toes and second toe, and slowly down. So let's not do it from the shoulders, but from here, just the legs. Bring you up and bring you down. Up and down. And let's inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Do you feel it? A lot of work in your legs? Which is me. But I love these movements. I'm working with my quads, my hamstrings, my glutes, you know. The glutes are working, and this area, my chest is so happy. I don't have these organs here all happy, and all the work is coming from the legs and the core. The lower muscles of the belly are working. Yes? And one more. Okay, now let's come up, stay up, and check. Do I can put my weight in one foot, and then in other? So I can stay on that big toe and second toe, or rolling out. For example, my tendency was that I'm working still with it is to roll out to the little toes, and that creates then weird things on my legs and my spine. So can I bring the weight on the big toe there? Because you can be, the body is very naturally can stay there for long periods of time. This is how we are made of. If we learn how to use it. And the other side, which side is more willing to take on the weight? And please hold on to something. Don't be suffering. They are struggling with balance, because it is meant to be holding something. And then down. So there's a direct connection between the big toe, my inner legs, and my womb and core. Okay, that is one point that I want to make today. The other point, let's start now using the flexors, like the psoas, which is very beautiful and amazing muscle in the body. So place your hands on the chair, and just for a moment, just bend the knee towards your chest. This is how the psoas relaxes. And then you lengthen behind. And then send the knee towards the chest. And then lengthen the knees behind, and see if you can really raise the leg behind you. And stand on the leg. And bend. And lengthen. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And go slowly and with attention. Feeling the engagement of all muscles. Let's do the other side. Inhale, knee to the chest, and exhale. So I'm using the flexors to flex and bend the knee towards the chest, and then the extensors, they take over, which is the back muscles of the body. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. And now just bring one leg behind and one forward, and just extend in front of you. The arms, drop the head, and just feel the extension, the back of the legs lengthening. And in this position, be sure we are now dropping the belly down, and still be kind of, it's like an intention more than a contraction of engaging the belly. Breathe in there. And shift the other leg in the back. And come up again with the legs together, heels together, toes apart again, as we did when we were standing. And now again from here, lift it up and then down. And when I lift the heels, I want to lift them from here. So I'm not doing this. I'm lifting, look, I'm lifting my buttocks up in the air. So all the work is done with the lower legs and the lower belly. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale and stay there. Stay there in your toes. Feel that big toe connection to the inner thigh of the legs, the inner knee, the groin muscles, and your lower belly and your womb. And see if you can lengthen your lower back and relax the neck and the head. And then very slowly, without disconnecting, drop the heels down. And come up to sitting now. We will practice the breath for the womb. So first let's start with a cleansing breath. I feel so far away from you. Let's see. There we go. I don't have air conditioner here because I thought that I didn't need it. I wanted to be brave. Now, today I'm going to go and buy one. So we will start pressing the elbow like, so let's review our anatomy, shall we? So we have the uterus and the fallopian tubes and 2 ovaries right on each side. And maybe some of you in this class present today, or when you watch the video, if you had a surgery and the removal of any of these parts happened, don't worry. Still, even if they get physically the removal of the organ, the energetic imprint is still there. It's like when they take the arms out of people, they cut a limb, and people still experience that the arm is there because there's an energetic imprint. So because the brain thinks that it's still there. So let's take advantage of that, of the upper brain thinking that it's still there. Okay? So let's bring the elbow. If you want to start with the left side, the left elbow to the left ovary. And imagine that we could, from the elbow, extend and release any maybe toxins or that you may have. So we will start literally from the elbow, sliding the fingers and sliding down to the palm of the hand towards the index and middle finger. So if you want to do it this way, or I just like to do it through all the fingers and the palm of the hands. Like I'm going to release, that is my intention. And in Chinese medicine, the channels, they go through the index and middle finger. So you are following an energetic line that connects. And on the other side, the same thing. Like, well, my ovary is more or less there. So I will slide my hands. And let's do one more. Just slide any toxicity, imbalances, abandonment. Maybe we have abandoned our womb completely because we don't think about it. So any of that, just okay, I will let it go right now. Why not? Then the second breath is the awakening of the womb, and which I love this breath. Let's shake the hands, inhaling, and we are going to exhale and bring the back of the hands together in the front. Then we are going to inhale, elbows again back to the womb, exhaling, and then inhale 1/3 time and bring that energy back on the womb. So it's a 3-breath sequence. Let's start again. Inhale, exhale. Second breath, inhale, and now exhale. Third breath, cross the lower arms, inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Cross, inhale, exhale. And the last one, to nurture, just to gather energy from the ground, really from the earth, feeling the earth, and bringing energy to this area for muscle tone, for blood circulation, for whatever you need it and your body needs it. So we can do a sitting, but you can do it also in standing. So we are going to screw energy, like screwing something all the way down to the ground. Then from the ground, grab it and place it. Maybe I should show it standing one time. But you can do a sitting. You can start sitting if you want. And inhale. Grab energy. And then place it exhaling. And the other side. Grab it and place it. When we place what we call energy, you really want to rubber the skin until it becomes almost red. So there's a real circulation happening. And then both arms, inhale. Grab it and place it. Okie dokie. Now, let's go to the PowerPoint presentation back. And there are many more other exercises to do on the mat, but those ones we will teach them during the class. Now, to evolve, which is a secondary function of our core, but if the word evolve has the word love into it, right? Backwards. Evolve means to love. At least in English. In other languages, probably you cannot do that, but isn't that cute? So, one, I want to ask you, have you ever engaged in any judgments about your womb? And if there's any judgment or limited beliefs about this area? I did physically, I did a lot when I was a teenager with all the menstrual cramps. Oh my God, what a painful, and why I have to suffer every month. And so I will acknowledge those now. Physically, mentally, any judgment about being a woman. And I was raised with a lot of brothers, and they were able to play and have fun and do a lot of things, and they didn't have to go through the menstrual cycle. Man, you know, emotionally, no one loves me. And there was a lot of, at least when I was young, I had a lot of baggage about this because I didn't know what I know today. So if there are anything maybe lingering from the past, or maybe now that you're a little bit older, you feel, I have so much fat in that area, I don't like it, so zagging, my walls. Do you have any? So close your eyes or write them down if you want to. Let's not write it down, so not to make it so concrete. Just close your eyes and put your hands on the area of the womb, your core, your center of perception. And very simply, if there's any thought that comes like, man, I have no idea, or I'm so lost, or whatever, just visualize love flowing towards the area. Love like a fire, cleansing all negativity, the imbalances, and limiting beliefs. So just close your eyes for a moment, and first just to release anything that we may need to release, we intend to release. And one last step from silence and from connecting with the core of yourself. Do you have any ideas or beliefs that you can now carry on your own after whatever you heard today in this class, on this event? Or there's any project that you're dreaming or wanted to do right now in your life? And how can this area of your body can support you at all levels, physically, with endurance and energy, mentally, with direct knowledge and ideas, emotionally, by bringing you this sense of peace and quiet? What would you like to give birth to? Okay, I would love to hear from all of you. I know I want to see you and hear from all of you. Before I open the floor to everybody, I want to briefly say, because I put on the webpage that I was going to, so I have to. The classes that we are be teaching will be addressing all the 7 chakras. And for example, what we did today correspond maybe a little more to the second class, the second chakra, honoring your relationships. But this is, and you can purchase all the 7 classes together in series, or if you will be out of town, whatever, we record the classes. Or you can, if you want to just try one class, you can buy it individually. So class 1 is standing up for yourself. Class 2, honoring your relationships. Class 3, honoring yourself. Class 4, loving yourself unconditionally. 5, speaking up your truth. 6, seeing clearly. And 7, opening yourself to the unknown. So that was the PowerPoint presentation. Yes, I went through in a record time. But now we'll hear from you. What thoughts, comment about this core and womb? What is coming? What you have been experiencing so far? I know you all want to talk a lot because we all love to talk. So don't be shy, okay? Beth, I will start with you, I think.
Okay, fine.
Yes, fine.
Well, it's interesting because I'm kind of entering a new phase in my life where I'm transitioning from, well, I'm not quite there at the transition point, but working full-time to writing full-time. And I'm birthing this whole, it's a new mood. It's a completely new mood from what work is, writing is. And that's sort of my intention. I think that came up during our silence. And I'm pretty excited. I think I'm looking forward to using these classes to kind of give more energy to that intent through my whole body, because writing is really a cellular activity if I do it well. Using all parts of myself to inform what I'm writing. And it's really exciting, and it's just a huge amount of fun. It's a lot of work, but so I want to use that generative energy that is me as a woman, you know, that whole foundation from my womb, the energy, even in using my body from that place, because that's something actually you showed me a little bit a while back. But and it just seems to add sort of substance and, I'm not sure quite the word, energy, but energy is such a big word, you know, substance and tension to what I do. It's not an unpleasant tension. It's what gives it the structure.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. Wonderful. Yay. Yeah. Who else? I will call you by your name if you don't say it. And you know who you are next, I think. Chi, would you like to share something? Oh. It can be en Spanish too, en español o en ruso.
En español también.
Hola, Erin.
Sí, Carla.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, muy bien.
Mira, mi intención para la matriz, que voy a hacer las clases, es conocer más mi matriz, sentirla y estar conectada, porque la verdad que desde mi infancia es como que, como bien dijiste vos, nadie habla de la matriz, solamente para tener hijos, o cuando vamos a menstruar por primera vez, que fue la primera vez que me hablaron. La verdad que era como un secreto esto de menstruar, solo las mujeres lo hablan, como algo escondido en el colegio, uy, que no se manche el guardapolvo, que nadie me vea. Entonces era como que yo rechazaba esa parte de ser mujer, ¿no? De menstruar. Entonces era como algo feo ver sangre, no era algo lindo o natural.
Carla,
sino que...
te voy a traducir, porque si no me voy a olvidar de todo lo lindo que estás diciendo, me voy a olvidar de traducir. So Carla, she's from Argentina and she's sharing about she wants to take the classes with the purpose of connecting further with herself and have a new understanding of this part of her body. She said that when she was a child and she will go, for example, to school and oh my God, you know, you are bleeding and the blood will make a mess with your clothing and, you know, so she's sharing about that. And also that when the only time that she heard about the womb was when they told her, you are going to menstruate, and it was like a secret thing that we shouldn't talk in public. So, yes.
Entonces era algo que uno sentía vergüenza, incluso cuando estaba indispuesta, no quería salir de casa, porque no quería que se note.
Yeah, it's something that I felt shame about it. When I was bleeding, I didn't want even to get out of my house. I didn't want people to notice that.
Y hace 3, 4 años atrás que vengo trabajando con los pases, con Marco, y hablamos de la matriz, y también por primera vez leí los libros de Castaneda, y hacían tanto énfasis y hablaban tan lindo de la matriz, entonces yo ahí me di cuenta que yo había rechazado mi matriz, y que no le había enviado nunca amor, y que era una parte que estaba muy herida, yo misma la había lastimado, y eso me hizo sentir muy mal. Entonces a partir de allí es como que comencé a enviar amor. Ahora, estos últimos tiempos, me olvidé un poco de eso, con el tema de la vida cotidiana, ir, venir, mi hija, mi trabajo.
Hold on, te voy a traducir. So 3 to 4 years ago, when she started being in contact, her partner Marco guided her to read the books of Carlos Castaneda, and she said, "Oh, that was the first time when I read the books that they were talking about the womb area, like something very beautiful to take care of and to honor." So I started sending my womb a lot of love, and that was wonderful. But in the last year, I also forgot about it again.
Y bueno, y ahora esta oportunidad de estas clases es como otra vez que me toqué la matriz y sentí fuego en las manos, caliente, calor. Dije, uy, no le estoy enviando amor, o no estoy teniendo en cuenta mi matriz, o no estoy conectándome a ver qué se siente, qué siento. Me gustaría percibir la energía a través de la matriz directamente. Siempre estoy más conectada con el corazón, me parece, y no tanto con la matriz. Entonces, hacer un órgano tan importante, me gustaría, por eso decía yo, conocer mi matriz, conocer esa parte de mi cuerpo, sentirla más, para poder conectarme con esa parte. Entonces sería maravilloso, esa es mi intención.
Yeah. So her intention with these classes is to further heal that, because she said, I'm always connected to my heart, mostly with my heart, but I don't even think about it. Of my womb. So that is my intention for these classes. Muchas gracias, Carla.
Gracias.
Lindísima, lindísima. Gracias. Yeah, isn't that interesting that we even forget?
Interesante.
Castaneda escribe eso, que nos olvidamos. Sorry, in Spanish. Castaneda writes about it, that we even forget that we have a womb. You know, because there's no emphasis. No one taught us that it was important. And without the womb and without the core structure support, the heart and the chest collapsed. So we may be thinking that we are evolving, but we are not. The chest collapse, literally. You see it on people in the backs, anatomically. It's collapsed when there's no the sustain of the first 2 chakras, the first or gates of a dreaming, or whatever you want to call them, but the base of your body, you need the support from the pelvis for the heart to work. If the pelvis is all contract, the heart and the chest collapse. So this is the idea for these classes.
Hola.
Hola, sí, ¿quién es?
Margot.
Margot.
Sí.
A ver, sí.
Hola. No puedo manejar el video, no sé cómo aparecer en la pantalla.
Margot. Sí, no estás en pantalla, pero no importa.
No importa, bueno.
No importa, yo te traduzco.
Vale. Bueno, yo lo que quiero decir
¿Dónde eres,
es
Margot?
que Estoy viviendo en Suecia y
Suecia.
en Gotemburgo.
Ajá.
Soy colombiana.
Uh-huh. Margot is from Colombia, but she's living right now in in
Suecia.
¿Cómo se
Swedish.
dice? Swedish.
Swedish.
Yeah, thank you.
Y entonces yo vengo trabajando con Castaneda y también con los pases mágicos. Y entonces esto de la matriz yo lo he trabajado, pero para mí fue nuevo la cuestión del amor, o sea, y además la cuestión de poder crear a partir de la matriz mi propio, desarrollar una idea. Eso ha sido fundamental y yo ya lo hice.
Okay, so she said that she has been working with this, she's familiar to the work of Carlos Castaneda, but she has not, the ingredient of love was missing. Such a key ingredient, right? So, ¿y qué más dijiste que agregaste el amor?
Sí, que me satisface pensar que puedo crear desde mi matriz desarrollar mis ideas. Eso me pareció fenomenal.
Yeah, she said that she feels very inspiring that from her womb she can develop her ideas. Yes, because if you really, when you place your hands here and you bring the attention down, it's a matter of practice. We are not trained to think that is possible, but we can think that is possible. And the moment you start training yourself going down, there's a pool of silence and a lot of creativity and ideas. The moment we come down the upstairs, there's like, oh my God, I feel so good. This feels great. Or I want to do this. There's no limit. We enter into another wave, like Beth was talking about that riding pool of creativity that she uses the whole body. We enter into that mode of thinking and out of the more limiting, just pure rational, more male-oriented thinking. Y te interrumpí, perdón, ¿qué más?
Sí,
Inspiraste.
tiene que ver con el intento. El intento
Sí.
me parece que es lo que yo estoy trabajando ahora. Y entonces yo, a través de esto de la matriz y del amor y todo eso, yo quisiera acercarme más yo percibo el intento, pero yo quisiera como más percibirlo, o sea, mirarlo más como esa energía del amor.
Yes.
Y bueno, y entonces estoy metida con esto de la serpiente emplumada y quisiera como hacer cosas por ese lado, y entonces en eso es mi proyecto, y por eso me pareció importante agradecerte a ti y que me hayas invitado a esta posibilidad para saber que lo puedo hacer desde mi matriz. Eso es importante.
Perfecto. Bueno, me alegro mucho.
Gracias.
Te voy a traducir. So she said that her intention is to know and experience intent at a deeper level. And she's looking forward to, she's familiar with the plumed serpent, with the myth, and she's working on that. And she was thanking me for that connection, to make the connection between womb and the ability to develop an idea of thinking. Well, it's not really my idea, but I think that is a very interesting idea to pass on and to think about it, right? Because there's so much now that we can access just by Google it, But what are those key things that we do need that they are not Googleable until today, that this video will be on Google and the womb will be Googleable.
Gracias.
Okay, 12. It's 10 o'clock. One more and we go. See, Jessica?
Yes.
Yay!
Hi.
Hi, Jess. How you feeling?
Oh, good. And it's a big question in this moment.
How old is the baby now?
¿Puedo hablar en español? Estoy medio...
Sí, dale. Right.
Tiene 4 meses y medio.
So her baby is 4 months and a half, and she said,
Oh,
yeah, for that reason she's not so sure how she's feeling.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Sí.
Gracias. Y ahora está con el papá porque le dije, hoy es muy importante para mí estar.
Muy bien. Muy
Sí.
bien. The baby is with the father today because she said, this is very important for me. Yes.
Y estoy muy emocionada. A mí los encuentros de mujeres me resuenan mucho. Desde que soy muy chica tengo claridad que yo quiero trabajar con grupos de mujeres de la forma que sea.
So the women's group for me they're very inspiring and they have a big calling for that. Since I'm a very little kid, I always been called to work and be with women.
Y lo primero que me vino cuando hablamos del intento al inicio de la clase fue liberar los conocimientos profundos de mi matriz y después cuando vos propusiste irradiar amor desde la matriz, me vino algo vinculado con los hombres, como que puedo amar a los hombres, ¿no? Como si también hay algo en el ser mujer que tiene que ver con alojar a los hombres, ¿no? Algo
So
de
she said that when we mentioned to bring love and experience love from the womb, she said she had an experience of, I have to put men also, like would be a good idea to put men in this pool of love here in my womb.
Sí, y justo ayer le dije a mi marido, ¿dónde quedó la mujer en todo esto? ¿No? Como la madre está ocupando tanto lugar.
Yeah.
Y bueno, ahora sentí que en algún punto se integraron las dos. En ese momento que respiramos en la matriz, sentí eso. Gracias, Erin, te quiero mucho.
For her, querida. For Jessica, she was sharing that because she's the mother in her have taken all the roles and time and energy of her life because she has a baby. What happened to the woman in me? She's asking, so she said that after this experiencing and doing this exercise with the woman, she feels more balanced. That the woman in me is still here. No? So yeah, that is wonderful. That is wonderful. And just sí, la idea a los hombres, a lo masculino en mí primero, voy a poner en mi matriz.
Sí.
Yes, a lo masculino en mí y desarrollar mi lado masculino, mi aspecto masculino.
Sí.
Sí. Yeah. Y después sí puedo poner a mi chuchi, a mi marido.
A mi marido. Claro que sí.
Pero primero a mí misma.
Sí.
Yes. Love it. Love it.
Gracias.
So I was just, simply saying, just to, how to develop the masculine, also develop the masculine in us so we can be 100% masculine and 100% feminine. All the 50 and 50 is like, no, I want to be develop them that, because there's something interesting about genders. The other day I was taking a great class about the gender, all the gender issue, and people that they are not feminine or they are not male or females, they are a day. And the gender identity is given to us the moment we are born, because they look at our organs and say, oh, a girl, and your organs, oh, a boy. But there's some people that they are born with the organs, with both organs. So what are they, right? So I think it's great to have a womb and be women, but also not limiting ourselves to think, oh, we are only women. No, we are beings, and we have both. For the reason we work, we make money, we develop in the outside world, and we develop in the inside world. And this is for men too. Our gender identity shouldn't be limiting as it has been limiting who we are as beings. We need both, not 50%. No, 100%. I want my guy inside supporting me. I would put it in my womb, strong, doing push-ups and abdominals for my belly. And they've also the gorgeous goddess in me, softening the whole thing, and elevating, evolving with me. Thank you for bringing up that. Thank you. So lovely to see you. We have to close the meeting. But thank you so much for joining and taking the time. I really value your time and your energy. It's so wonderful. It feels so good. This is the first time that I have a meeting with all women. Oh, Calista, there is the baby. He's so big. Hi. Now they're bringing their babies. I look forward to see you all, and email me if you have any questions about the classes, and kisses to all.
Thank you, Erin.
Thank you, Erin.
Thank you. Thank you.
Gracias.